What's going on, everybody? Today we have the 10 greatest shooters of all time on a single team. So in order to make this team, I didn't want just a bunch of guards. So what I did is I took the two highest rated players at each position of all time in NBA 2K21. So it's all based off 2K21 rating. So if you guys disagree with anything, I mean, take that up with 2K. Starting off at point guard, we got Stephen Curry, who has a 99 3-point rating. Then we have Steve Kerr as the backup point guard with a 95-3. We got Klay Thompson with a 97-3. Ray Allen, who also has a 97-3. Larry Bird, who has a 98-3. Peja Stojakovic, who has a 96-3. Dirk Nowitzki, who has a 93-point rating. Steve Novak with a 96 3-point. Karl Anthony Towns with an 85 3-point. And Kelly Olynyk with an 87 3-point. The center positions didn't have many high-rated three-point shooters. Karl Anthony Towns should be a lot higher than an 85. He should be bumped up there to like a 90 in this next 2K. 85 is just way too low for him. Now, obviously, this team is a little stacked, and they're going to win the championship quite easily. I mean, you got some of the greatest players of all time. You got Larry Bird, Steph Curry, you got Dirk. This team is just very, very good. So to make it more of a challenge, we're going to be seeing if these guys can win a championship only shooting threes. I have put all of their tendencies down to 0 for shooting, except for on their three-point shot. I gave them 99 shot 3 tendency, and then all their other three-point stuff is the same. But pretty much they're only going to take threes unless the shot clock's running down and they're not on the three-point line. They might take another shot. And I want to see if the greatest three-point shooters can win a championship only shooting threes in today's NBA. Leave your comment down below on whether or not you think they can do so. Also, I've stolen Steve Kerr from the Warriors, so not only do we have Steve Kerr on the team, we have him coaching the team. All right, so game number 1 is a W over the Rockets. That's a big win right there, winning 133 to 123. We got 33 points from Larry Bird, and here we go, checking out the threes. Looks like they pretty much only shot threes. Steph Curry had a few field goals that weren't threes too. All right, we made it to the All-Star draft. We don't have anybody starting or captains on either of the teams, but we do have 3 players that made the All-Star game. We got Dirk and Steph on Team LeBron as reserves, and then we got Larry Bird on Team Giannis as a reserve. Not too bad. 3 players making the All-Star game. Would have been nice to see one of them at least start, especially like Larry Bird, one of the greatest players in NBA history. And Stephen Curry ends up winning the 3-point contest. The team is doing great, 48-7 at the All-Star break. Honestly, this is working out a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Let's just simulate the rest of the season, though. Bang! We made it to the end of the season. LeBron James gets MVP, which is very surprising because Luka usually wins it 99.9% of the time. So nice to see someone else win it here. LeBron, definitely deserving. And checking out the team record, 74 wins on the season. It's honestly pretty crazy that they got this many wins only shooting threes. So they're going to set the new NBA record for wins in a season. Our 40 overall is also going to get Rookie of the Year. Boogie is going to get 6-man. He ends up signing with the Miami Heat. Giannis with Defensive Player. And Omari Spellman with Most Improved Player. And then, of course, Steve Kerr is going to get Coach of the Year. Sorry to the Warriors for stealing your coach, but it had to be done. I feel like he'd be the best coach for our team. It's already used to coaching that Warriors team. Check out all NBA teams. Honestly, don't know if we'll have anybody on here just because we had so many good players. Nobody on the first or second team. And here we go. We got Larry Bird on the All-NBA third team. So getting at least one player on here, which is good. And then obviously our team of 3-point shooters is going to get the first seed. Curry was our lead scorer. Dirk Nowitzki right behind him with 22.6. Who actually did the worst on our team? It's going to be Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr didn't actually play during the season. I guess he was too busy coaching the team. He didn't get any playing minutes. Kelly Olynyk only had 2.3 points per game. Steve Novak, 4.1. I mean, all the other players are just so good. You don't even need that full 10-man rotation. Karl Anthony Towns pulling 10 boards a game. Assists per game was Curry. Larry Bird, 18.9, 8.8, and 7.4. Let's come over here to our 3-pointers. Let's see who made the most per game. It's actually a tie between Steph Curry and Dirk Nowitzki with 6.5 per game. Cat, Larry, both with over 5. Who shot the least? Of course, it's going to be Steve Kerr because he didn't get a play. Kelly Olynyk didn't shoot too many. But Curry actually attempted 14.4 threes per game. And Curry shot 45%, right behind Steve Novak. Who shot the worst? Kelly Olynyk, come on, man. Under 40%, the only player on the team. I mean, he didn't get many minutes anyways. He probably won't play throughout the playoffs. Next up, let's come over here to team stats and see how they stacked up to the rest of the league. So points per game is by far the most. 137.3 points per game is crazy. And points allowed per game, they actually allowed the second least amount of points. So not only were they the best offensive team, they were the second best defensive team in the NBA, giving them a differential of 25.6. Coming over here, field goal percentage, they're not going to have the top field goal percentage. It's actually going to be the worst in the league because they only shot threes, but their 3-point percentage is going to be by far the best. Well, not by far, only 5 higher than the Trailblazers. But check out the amount of threes they took per game. They attempted 89.5 threes per game and made 39 of them. And then, of course, they did shoot quite a few free throws. Actually, no, they shot the least amount of free throws in the entire NBA, but had the best free throw percentage. They also had the 7th most rebounds per game, the 2nd most assists per game, the 4th most steals, the 7th most blocks, and they had the 15th best bench. So they weren't just a 3-point shooting team. I mean, these guys also did great on defense, assisting, rebounding. They're all near the top of the NBA for pretty much every stat. They definitely broke the records as a team for 3-pointers in a season, but I want to see if any of the players actually set any records. So let's come over here to game high. So points, Curry, it was 48. LeBron had 65. Let's come over here to 3-pointers made, and Stephen Curry with the new NBA record for 3-pointers in a game, making it 15. Shot 15 for 27 that game. And check out how many players we have here for 3-pointers made in a season. We got Steph Curry and Dirk both hitting 533s this season. Then Lillard did really good. Trae Young did good. We got Karl Anthony Towns with 446. Larry Bird, Doncic, Harden weren't on our team. Stephen Curry, that's from 2016. And then we also had Klay Thompson here. And let's hop into the playoffs now, see if they can win the championship up against the Mavericks in the first round. Should be an easy win for them. I mean, they should just sweep the entire playoffs. 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. And no, the Mavericks get a game on them. Mavericks get a second game. And there we go, finally. They're able to defeat them with that 3-0 lead. I thought they were going to come back for a second there. But in the second round, going to be facing off against OKC. The Pelicans upset the Lakers. Are you kidding me? How did the Lakers lose to the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs? But checking out the game against OKC, they got a 2-1 lead, 3-1 lead, and that's going to be a 4-1 victory. And in the conference finals, they're going to be up against the LA Clippers. And they get another W, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and it's a 4-0 sweep against the Clippers. Clippers cannot do anything to stop them. And in the NBA Finals, they're going to be facing off against the 76ers. Hopping into game number 1, it's going to be a W for Team 3. Game number 2, another W. Game 3, another W, up to a 3-0 lead. And let's see if they can take the series here. And they're not able to get the 4-0 sweep. 76ers going to win in game 4, but I mean, they still have that huge lead. And game number 5, Team 3 is going to do it. They got a huge lead right here. I want to actually hop in here and watch a little bit of gameplay just to see how they play on offense with only shooting threes. Ben Simmons to Richardson. He's going to brick that. We got Stojakovic to Klay. That's not a 3-point shot. Are you kidding me? The second we come into the game and he doesn't shoot a 3. I don't think that did not happen often throughout the season. Like, there's only a few shots per game that weren't 3 points. We got some more of the backups coming in now. Steve Kerr is going to get some playing time here. I guess we don't get to see our good players playing at all. Here's Dirk. Right, what is going on? How come throughout the entire season They were only shooting threes the second we hop into a game, and now they're cutting inside, going for driving layups, mid-range shots. Like, what is going on here? I mean, check out the rest of the game. Larry Bird only shot threes. Steph Curry only shot threes. Ray Allen only shot threes until we ended up watching. Peja only threes. Dirk only. Everybody only shot threes until we actually hopped into the game, and now they're not shooting threes. I don't know if this is some sort of glitch. They're cutting inside. So I think it's just glitched out when we're in the actual game. But as you saw, other than when we're viewing, it's kind of unfortunate we don't actually get to see any gameplay. But the three-point shooters going to get the NBA championship here. And last thing we got to do is find out who gets Finals MVP. And Finals MVP going to go to Larry Bird at 26.6 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Would have been cool if he could get the triple-double there. And he also shot 44.6% from 3. And there it is, teaming up the 10 greatest three-point shooters, only shooting threes. And they just dominated the current NBA. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We're so close to hitting 400K. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Hey, feel I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup.